How's it going, everyone? It's that blue Abarth here, and welcome back to the channel and another video. Now today, folks, is going to be an experiment that will allow me to advise you whether you should buy a pop-off/vent filter. I'm going to be talking about the installation process, and we're going to go on a drive as well, so I can show you guys what it's like to have one of these on the road, because believe me, they make an awesome noise. But what are they like when you're driving? Well, all of those questions are going to be answered in today's video. But before we get started, I wanted to say a massive thank you to you all for 500 subscribers. I cannot believe it. We have done it, and before the end of the month as well, which is absolutely crazy. I woke up this morning, went downstairs, and was greeted to that amazing number on my screen. I just couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it now. I'm just sat here and I'm thinking, I'm at 500 subscribers, and I couldn't have done it without you guys and all of your support. It's been absolutely amazing seeing this channel grow, seeing all your guys' comments and feedback, and it really has just been great. And I'm going to continue to make content for you guys, and the next step, well, the next milestone is 1,000 subscribers, the big one, the main one. But I got to admit, I'm super happy to reach 500. It really is crazy to see that now, and to think I was literally at, well, 10 subscribers like last year. It really is madness. And once again, thank you guys for 500. It really does mean a lot to me. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for 500. It really is a massive milestone for me, and like I said, the next one is 1,000. Let's see if we can get there before the end of the year. I know that's quite a big target, but who knows, we might make it happen. But let's now get into today's video, because I think it's going to be quite a fun and interesting one. Let's begin. So in order to install your new pop-off filter, you'll have to remove this pipe, which usually sits around this part of the engine bay. And all you have to do is just loosen these two Jubilee clips and then just wiggle the pipe out of the engine bay. Once that's done, you can install the pop-off filter and tighten the Jubilee clip it comes with, and then voila, you've successfully installed your pop-off filter. But wait, there's actually one last step you need to do, and that's attaching this extra cap that you can see on the left side of your screen to then block off the other side. But once you've installed the filter and attached the cap onto the other side, you can then step back and take a look at your new awesome mod. But what does it actually do? So instead of sending air back into your engine, it now sends it into the air, hence why it's called VTA, and that is where the great little induction noises come from. And that, my friends, is all you need to know about the installation process for the pop-off filter. It really is that simple and takes about 5 minutes to do. So it's quite an easy modification and change to make. And it's, well, as you can see, very easily reversible if you don't like it. But what we're going to do now is take it on a drive and show you guys what it's like when you're driving, how it sounds, you know, what it does to the car, because that's the most important part. The most crucial bit about a modification is learning what it does to the car and how it feels on the road. So we're going to get back in the car away from this very cold wind. It is a little bit breezy today, guys, and I do apologize. My hair, believe it or not, was very tidy this morning. The wind, it has other plans for it. But I'll meet you back inside the car and we'll get rocking and a-rolling. Oh, there we go. It's not very warm out there, folks, but it is in here. And maybe now that I am in here, my hair might stay in the same position for more than 5 seconds. But anyway, back to the vent filters. Now, there are many different sizes that you can purchase. You can get really teeny tiny ones that are sold by manufacturers like BMC and K&N, or you can get quite big ones. I mean, I think that might be the biggest one you can purchase, but I don't know. I haven't seen many others or many other bigger ones anyway. So that might be the biggest one you can get. And that one is actually from Halfords for around £7 to £8. Prices may change at the date of this video, but that's what I purchased mine for anyway. So you kind of get them quite cheap. But are they any good? Well, that is what we're going to find out. So seatbelt on, safety first as always, folks. And we'll get started. So I'm going to turn on the car here, put the window down, turn the radio off, and of course, bit of Toyo Sports startup, lovely stuff right there. So the car is warm right now, so we're all good to give it a rev, and hopefully we'll be able to hear this. it does sound pretty cool from where I am sat. But later on, maybe at the end of the video, I'll record some more clips of the car revving, and then I'll include it during this segment. But for now, you got to hear some more Toyo Sports action as well, so win-win situation. But what we're going to do is head out onto the road. So I'm going to open the other window actually, but I will close it in a little bit when we get onto the main road. So let's get going. Handbrake down. And off we go. So we are actually at Swallow Inn again, the pub over there. Very nice pub as well. Shame it's closed, but hey ho, maybe it'll open in the future. And the horses are still there as well. Hello, Mr. Horsey. So off we go. I do actually have a pretty cool route planned for us. Again, it's not a massive one, but it's got some nice roads on it for us to test out the filter. Now, I won't lie to you guys, I haven't actually tested out this filter in a very long time. And I'm going to put the window back up here, just on my side anyway. But yeah, so I haven't actually had a filter in for a very long time, but I do have some interesting things to talk to you about in regards to the filter. I did actually have a really teeny tiny one installed for quite a while, but that had its problems. The biggest one being the fitment. You did actually have to put some tape around it to put it inside the hole for the valve, or just the pipe itself, which was a bit of a problem because later on when we came to take it off, the glue or the tape actually was pretty much finished. You had to scrape it off the side, and that wasn't very fun at all. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would recommend going with the option that allows you to put on a Jubilee, because then it's all right. You're going to be able to secure it down and it will be over the pipe, not inside it. So that's one problem with the small ones. So I would advise getting a big one if you do want a vent filter. It does sound pretty cool, folks. I must admit, the sound that this makes is very nice. It's very, well, sort of like an induction kit, like a it's very cool. And it does get louder the more you accelerate and the higher up in the rev band you go. It sounds great, and it might be psychosomatic, but I think it makes the exhaust a titchy bit louder. Could be me, but that's what I think. So the other window is going up now, so you might not be able to hear it, but see how we get on. Now, whoa, this is a bit of a busy junction, folks, so it may take me a minute or two to get out of it, but if it does take me a little bit longer than I thought it would, then I'll cut to the next segment. Wish me luck. All right, folks, we are all good. Turning left here. That wasn't actually as long as I thought it would be, but so we're all good. So, how does it feel like when driving? So you're changing a part of the car. Is the characteristics and behaviour of the car going to change as well? Well, this is what we're here to find out. So, like I said, I'm not really used to having a filter back on the car, but one thing I will tell you is that I do have the stock air filter installed. So the stock panel filter, the paper one, is currently in the car, which brought me back all my torque. So, stock paper filter and vent filter, what's it going to be like? Second gear. Oh yeah. I tell you what, it's very, very fast. Second gear, it is like a little rocket ship. Bloody hell, folks. So I'll tell you what, I was not expecting that. And third gear feels really good. So if I shift back down to third, and I'm just going to wait because we are on a little hill just to make sure. It's quite a weird road actually, but I actually remember learning to drive on this road. It's pretty cool. So we are all clear. Third gear. Whoa, that is really good. Third gear, it's really, really nice. You put your foot down and it goes immediately. Oh, so does fourth. Tell you what, the car is still very rapid, even with this filter installed, which I didn't think would be the case. One thing I experienced with my old filter, the very, very small one, is that I lost a lot of torque. Now, one thing I do have to mention as well is that with the K&N filter installed, you do lose a lot of the torque, which is a massive shame, and it only prioritizes and benefits the top end. So that's one thing you're going to have to consider if you are installing a K&N filter. It will rob you of low-end power. Just got to negotiate a truck here, folks. Well, because for comfort, but we're all good. Still feels very nippy and very fast, which is fantastic. So we're just going to turn right here. But yeah, so having the paper filter installed seems to make it a lot better. The torque is still there and it's still very, very quick, which is the main important thing really. You don't want to sap all your power away. Just going to wait for a truck here. Well, actually, he's actually quite a distance away. Right, second gear. Yes, good stuff, folks. Second gear, it's off. This car just flies, which is nice to know that you still get that second gear punch. And third gear also feels a little bit more punchy. Now, what about third, fourth, and fifth? Third feels fantastic. I must admit, there is quite a lot of torque in third. And that was one thing that I experienced with the paper filter and the pipe on, is that I did get a lot of torque, and I still feel a lot of that now. So there's not actually that much delay, or actually I'm feeling no delay at all from the turbo, which is pretty fantastic. Now, fourth gear also feels pretty nice, still punchy. But what about fifth? So I'm just gonna let it go down this hill real quick. Start braking to about 45. We are on a national, by the way, folks. Whenever I accelerate, it's always on a national road, so it's all good. So, fifth gear. I'm currently doing 45 miles per hour. Let's do 55 and see what it's like. Pretty good, I must admit. There's still quite a lot of torque present in fifth gear, which usually wouldn't be the case. And I still get a bit of induction noise as well from the turbo and of course the vent filter itself. One of my favourite corners in the area. So we're going to go through in fifth. Alrighty, here we are. Just going to carefully put it to fourth. Smooth as you like. Smooth driving is the best driving. Fourth gear. I must admit, that is very, very good. I'm actually quite surprised at the delivery from the turbo and the engine, considering the fact that something has been changed. Usually a lot of cars don't like it when you do that, and I must admit, Abarths do not react well to induction kits and other type of modifications regarding air or induction. Now, we are on quite a busy road, so hopefully we'll be able to get out. Oh, when we do. So, second gear again. Lovely stuff. It definitely roars in through the gears, folks, that's for sure. And it sounds phenomenal, as you can hear. So I shall just take it easy now on the dual carriageway. But yeah, I got to admit, this is pretty fantastic. Having this filter installed, it still feels sort of the same torque-wise, but it still feels nice at the same time. There's quite a lot of power still, and I don't have to absolutely rag it in order for anything to happen. Alright then, folks, so we are currently at the roundabout that will lead us back onto the road for the pub, and I forgot actually, we get to do one more acceleration before we get back to the starting destination. And oh, brand new A35 has come around the roundabout, very nice. So we're going to do third gear because that's the gear I want to experiment in the most, because that's the gear that will most likely give you lag if you have done anything wrong. But from what I'm noticing, it is like on tap. So third gear. folks. It flies. Bloody hell. You know what? I'm happy with that. So in conclusion, the event filter is a fantastic addition to the Abarth. Not only do you get to keep your power and torque, but you get to increase your throttle response and improve the way the car delivers its power. And I personally think that keeping the OEM paper filter installed would definitely be beneficial, as both the vent filter and the paper filter seem to work together quite well. And what's not to love? It's cheap, easy to install, and sounds fantastic. So I definitely think it's a mod worth purchasing. And with that, folks, that's going to be all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Just another one of these little informative style videos. I really do enjoy recording them and getting them out to you guys. And of course, well, with having hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to be getting some more content out for you folks. I'm going to be smashing it all the while now. And wow, who knows, maybe we can reach 1,000 by the end of the year. I'm definitely going to try for it, guys. I'm going to make sure that I get some banger content out for you all, and overall just have a good time like I have been doing for the last year or so. It really has been great to record videos for this channel and sort of see the progress of this car, see your guys' feedback and comments and positivity. It really is awesome, and I'm so glad that I started this channel. But if you'd like to see any more videos at all, whether it be informative style content, Cadwell Park, which we will be getting back to very soon, modified car reviews, or anything else at all, then you know what to do. And if you're new, you know what to do as well. Hit that bell, like, comment, and subscribe, all of that good stuff, because it's always appreciated. And once again, thank you for 500 subscribers. It really does mean a lot to me. But I'll see you folks in the future. Have a good one.